everybody, it's Teresa with ReStixin.com, and I am a sweaty monster, but I am at project number 3 of my 3-project 5-pallet 1-day endeavor. I can do this. Okay, so what I've done this time is taken a pallet and pried off the whole backside. So I've only got the front side and a beam, and then what I did was once again, so here's how it was, and I cut it right down the side close to that center piece. So I did that on both sides. So here's what I'm left with. Okay, with that center beam missing. So what this is going to become is kind of a plant ladder, a plant shelf kind of a thing. I have a very specific spot in my yard that I want it to be. So that means for once I'm actually going to have to measure. So these are going to be the side pieces, the side walls. You can see they're not very stable right now. So I had to take that center piece I cut out, pry off all the little wood nuggets that were left over, and now I'm going to have to screw that back in on the other side to make one stable side. And I've got another piece that I'll do that on the other side. So this will become the walls of my shelf. So I'm going to have to make sure that both of these sides here are the same size as each other. So I'm gonna have to measure, and I'm gonna have to make sure that they're the size I want them to be for the space I want it. So I think I'm gonna have to cut them down a bit still, and maybe even cut the height a little as well. So I'm just gonna break my skill saw out again and cut them a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner here, making sure that they're the same size as each other, and then screw on this missing cross piece so that I'll have these two nice stable sides, and we'll go from there. I think my sides turned out so cute. They're like little ladders, and so I've put them here, and I've got this little alcove spot that I want this little bookshelf, this little plant shelf to go. So because I've got this kind of holding it all together, I don't even need to screw in the bottom 2 shelves. I've got the very most bottom shelf already in place, and so these are just planks from the pallets, and what I did was saw through these braces, and I was thinking about taking them off altogether, but this is actually the first part of the pallet that's going to crack, and so to preserve that, I'm not going to fight with it too much, but since it's also going to be carrying the weight of these potted plants, I thought a little extra support couldn't hurt. So this is just cut the width that I wanted, which is the width to fit this alcove, and then cut through the braces of the pallet. So easy. So the bottom one's already in place, and then I'm just gonna slide this one in between here, and then I just need to put my top piece on and put a couple of screws on each side, and this is all set and ready to support some lovely little growing things. So normally I don't go for the rustic look. In my house it's all clean lines and polished and mid-century modern. But outside it kind of fits, you know, everything's kind of decaying and dirty and organic anyway. So I really love this plant stand, and I'm hoping that maybe it will remind me to water my poor sad little dried out plants a little more often if I can actually see them here. So I hope that this was inspiring to you. It was so simple. You don't need to be afraid of power tools. You don't even have to use power tools if you don't want to, but it's so achievable. And now I have this plant stand for free, for absolutely nothing but a day's worth of sweat, which I am very eager to get rid of. So we did it. 1 day, 3 projects, 5 pallets, and now for nothing but my labor, I have a compost bin, I have an outdoor table, and I have this plant stand. So thanks for watching with me. I know that you can do this too. And if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll help you out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other shenanigans of mine. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.